In this video, I'm going to show you how to kill the Elder, the level 2 boss, with a very simple tool, the hoe, which you can create with a level 1 crafting table. We're not actually going to attack the Elder with a hoe. Instead, we're going to use the hoe to create a trap for the Elder. Using the hoe, we're going to build a large stone castle like the one in this picture, which we will use to control the Elder, keep us safe while we kill it with a bow. For example, we could use a crude bow. In fact, we'll probably use a fine bow, but any bow will work. So there you have it, with our two high-tech super weapons, both buildable from a level 1 workstation. We will trap and kill the Eldar boss. Let's get on with it. Okay, so we start off near where we're going to summon the Elder, and the first thing we need is some stone. Now I'm collecting the stone here with a bronze pickaxe, but you could just easily use a hardened antler. And we do need some stone, but not quite as much stone as you might think to build our enormous stone castle. So we're going to build our castle around the summoning spot, and so we take out our secret weapon, the hoe, and we're going to use the raise ground feature. But first we need to build a workbench. Okay, so we've got our workbench, and now we can start raising ground. Each time we raise the ground, it costs us 4 stone. But there's a peculiar feature. If you position it just right, just one use of the raised ground will build the wall higher and higher. And each time you use it, it only costs 4 stone. So you can see that very quickly we start to build quite a large wall. Okay, so we just have to go off and collect a bit more stone. Here. And while it's very exciting, obviously, watching me collect stone, I think we'll just zoom past the stone collection and go on to building our wall. So we pull out our hoe again, and we're up to, I don't know, it looks like we're about 1 meter high, 2 meters high. So now we can start adding to our wall. And remember, each time we use this, it only requires 4 stone. And with every use, the wall gets actually higher and higher. I think it'll get up to a maximum height, but I'm not sure what the height is. Okay, and I think I need some more stone. And I think you're starting to get the picture about how simple it is for us to build a stone castle, even though we have actually not achieved a stone technology. And so just with small amounts of stone, we can actually build this entire circling curtain wall around where we summon the Eldar. And we've collected some more rocks, and it's on with our wall building. Okay, so we put down a workbench on the other side of the compound, and we're going to start building a wall there. And you can see how far we've come. So we start laying down our wall, and you can see the height rises very rapidly with each use of the tool. Oops, unfortunately our building has attracted a troll. Maybe better if we just ran off until he's gone. And I don't think it should take too long, because trolls don't aggro with these stone walls when we build them with the hoe. It reacts to them just as if they were part of the landscape. Okay, and the troll's gone. We can come back and carry on with our building. Now you'll notice that while the troll did not mind the stone walls we raised using the hoe, it actually has crushed our workbench because it does react to that. So we need to put down a new workbench. Luckily, when the troll crushes our workbench, it always leaves the material there. So now we can go back to building with our hoe again. Now if we can just raise this wall a bit higher, we won't have to worry about the troll anymore because it won't be able to reach us. Oh, we didn't quite get there yet. Let's run off again. And in fact we can use the wall we built on the other side, which should be high enough to protect us from the troll. And as you can see, the troll has already lost interest. Okay, so we're back to wall building. And I think we'll just try to keep an eye out for that troll. See if he comes back. His cave is obviously nearby. And we need a bit more stone. Oh wait, look, there's the troll behind the trees. See if we can get a few shots into him. And maybe we can lure him over to this high wall where we can kill him. Like I said, you could do this with a crude bow. Obviously I'm doing it with a fine bow just because it doesn't take as long, but you could certainly do everything I'm doing here with just an ordinary crude bow. And the troll's lost interest again. And I've gone back to my base to pick up some more stone. And all these piles of stone here you can see that I collected when I was mining ore. And I'll use all of these piles to build this castle. That's about how much stone we need. Okay, back on wall building duty. Generally though, if you're building walls at night, you do tend to attract a lot of mobs. But as long as you're quite high up on a wall, they won't pay too much attention to you. So it is quite amazing how much wall you can build with just the stone you can carry on your own person. I don't even use a cart here. Now it is important that you line up the circle on the edge of the last bit of stone you built to keep it growing. Otherwise it'll actually build a much lower wall level and it'll require much more stone to build your castle. Okay, so we just need to get these walls to join up and then we can put the finishing touches to our fortress. Actually, at this point in time, we're in much more danger from falling off a wall than we are from trolls. We do have to keep putting down workbenches everywhere so that we have full coverage when we're building our walls. Oh, and our troll has come back, so we can get some more shots into him before he disappears again. Well, we could get some shots into him if we could use our bow. So you can see when you've got a hoe, who needs to even bother kiting trolls? You can just build a small wall, which they will never destroy. And actually I tried to shoot at a troll one time from a stone tower, and the troll just demolished the entire stone tower, skeleton tower, with his club. And here it's that simple. One dead troll. So we're already doing effective kills, and we haven't even built half of our castle yet. This is really the problem with this type of secret hoe weapon technique. It's almost too easy. Okay, so we finish off our castle walls. Now, if you want to build the walls lower, if you don't want to keep going up, you just need to push forward the location where you're going to build. And that will actually build at a lower height. I think I can demonstrate it here where we're building the wall. So otherwise, if you do it at the edge, the wall will keep climbing to a maximum height. As we're doing here. But there, when you push forward a bit, you get a lower wall. So you can use the two placements to decide how high your wall is going to be when you build it. Once your wall gets to a certain height, you're actually going to have to start building ladders and wooden features to actually get access to your building. So we can add a quick ladder here so we can actually climb up to our wall now and carry on building it. And as I said earlier, at a certain point it becomes more dangerous actually just being on the top of this thin wall. So it can be useful to put down some wooden floors and stuff just to make life a bit more secure for yourself. So we're out getting some more wood to put down some floors, and whoops, we've discovered, of course, yet another troll. That's okay, we'll just let him come to us. And we don't want to run too far ahead of him because, as you've seen, these constructions are very low aggro level. Although, while we're on the ground, we seem to attract a lot much more interest. The troll loses interest as soon as we get off the ground. So let's run around. Yep, he's still after us. And once we get up into the wall, oof, we can put some shots into him here with this wall between us. And as you can see, he can't actually get at us. So we can just shoot. And as soon as we're up on the wall, immediately he's going off. But if we shoot at him, perhaps he'll come back. Oh, he's getting out of range. So let's run forward, see if we can lure him back. Good man. And let's get a bit higher so that he can't hit us with the club. Put some more shots into him. And it looks like we're going to have to go down to ground level again to get him to come back. It's important to hit him because it's the one thing that really attracts attention. So of course it helps if you're good with your bow, which I am not. Okay, if we go back to wood cutting, I think that should attract his attention again. And we need some more wood. So you can see that quite a lot of trolls were actually harmed in the making of this castle. Oh, come on. Just kill him already. Once we have our walls as we would like them, we can actually start to build working areas on top of the wall, which we can use as our future base, but also as shooting platforms or repair stations that we're going to use when we kill the Elder after we've summoned it. And remember, we need to build crafting or workbenches at different intervals so that we can actually carry on building at all. Okay, let's fast forward to the end product. It's the big day and we are going to summon the Elder and kill it. And actually this raised sort of fireplace was where I started using this raised level technique and wondered just how far we could go with it, which gave me the idea for this castle. So here we can see the final castle with all the walls built using our hoe tool and with wooden structures on top of it. You can see we've built a gatehouse and different towers with crenellations and windows for shooting. And you can see this has all been done with, I think, a couple hundred pieces of stone and a bit of wood. And remember, I do not have the ability to work with stone, and all this was done with a level 1 hoe. And the good thing about this type of castle is that it will not attract aggro from the local mobs, because creatures tend to think of this as part of the landscape as opposed to being a stone castle which they would attack. And since all the living bits, the living quarters, are quite high up, they don't seem to take any interest in what's happening up there either. So you can see we've got quite a few different firing platforms up at the top. Now I think we saw that from when I killed the several trolls that came around, all this is actually a bit over the top. We don't need to build all these structures, but while I was at it I thought, why not enjoy myself and build a proper castle which I could use as a base. And I wanted to test out some techniques because obviously this may be overkill for the Black Forest biome. It might actually be very useful when we're on the plains or in the swamp. So we've built our entrance here to the main castle with a door, and you can see we have to jump there because even if mobs follow you up the staircase, they're not going to be able to manage that jump. And you can see we built walls all the way around with wooden platforms so that we don't fall off, with good fields of view for shooting, covering the entire area, both outside and even crenellations for inside. We've also created some covered areas where we've got a fully working workbench and of course storage chests for extra food and arrows and supplies we need. And if we go up to our main 2 towers, we can see we'll probably in the future be able to build a channel so that we can sail our ships right into our base. And we even have a staircase down to the floor, built a platform so that we can safely drop our items into the fire to summon the Elder without actually having to be on the ground level. Okay, we'll just eat some food, get ready, and then we'll summon the Elder. Okay, we just go down to our launching platform so we can drop in our sacrificial items. The ancient seed. Boom, sacrifice made. I can't see the Elder, I wonder where he is. Do I need to add some more seed? Something's happening. Oh, he's awoken. Where is he? Oh, crap, there he is up on the wall. Okay, I'll take up my bow and start shooting some fire arrows. I did say you could kill him with a crude bow, which of course you can, but it would probably take a lot longer. So I'm using a fine bow here with flaming arrows. And as you can see, the Elder seems a bit confused. And there are tendrils flying around, which I assume might hit me or might hurt me if I wasn't quite well protected up on my high castle wall. Oh, time to perhaps change location. Let's put a few more arrows into the sky. And if we zoom forward again, that's it really. You stand on the top of your castle and you burn the Elder to death with fire arrows. Every now and again, a root might hit you for some damage. It's okay, you just run somewhere else, take a new position, and keep firing. And that's the story of how we built an enormous fortress and killed the Elder with a hoe and a bow. There, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Next up, we'll be taking our fortress to attack the level 3 boss, and maybe I'll see you there.